folks, I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the DC Collectibles Batman vs. TMNT, Donatello and Batgirl. Alright, my Zillions, hope you're staying safe. And this is my final review of this series. I've went over all of them now. Just had this one left, and it's a good set, too. It's not the last set that came out. That was the Shredder and Ra's al Ghul, which I already covered here. But this is the last set I'm getting to cover here. This is a Batgirl I really wanted to get because I really love the aesthetic. Donatello, he's cool. Maybe not so much love as I have for Batgirl, but he's pretty cool. So let's get into it. For accessories, first up, we got Donatello's bow staff here. I don't feel like taking it out of his hand, because that's the preferred look for him. Very nicely sculpted. The wood looks pretty good, and the straps look pretty good. The wraps, I should say, look pretty nice, and it looks good in his hands. We get 2 extra set of hands, a couple of karate chopping hands, and then we get 2 fist hands and 2 holding hands. They look very good, nicely sculpted. Batgirl also comes with 2 sets of hands, 2 extra sets of hands. She has the fist hands on right now, so it's 3 pairs altogether, and then various holding hands. As we've seen with the rest of the good guys, we get 2 slices of pepperoni pizza. You can make a full pie when you collect them all. For Batgirl, we get the Bat grapple gun with a couple of different little grapple hooks. You get one here that's closed, so you want to do it like that. If you can see that well. The gun itself looks pretty cool, gray and black, and this is done in like a kind of like faux gold. And this one is a little more open, and then it fits in there as well. So that is pretty cool. Hopefully you can see that well. Yeah, there you go. We get this turtle communicator. Nice little turtle shell here. And if I could get my nail in there. If I could. This does open up. I did it before. Then I closed it up. There we go. We got the little turtle phone here, looking pretty good. You get a little screen, you get some dials in green. This is actually really nice. And if Donnie wants, he could text Batgirl. She has a nice little cell phone with a, let's close in there. It's really small. Purple outside and a little Batgirl bat there. Very small, but works well. We get 1 Batarang for throwing. A Mutagen. We've seen this before. They look pretty good. But this time we get some serum to turn him back. And that also looks pretty good. Very small. Be careful not to lose these. And last but not least, we get a helmeted head for Donnie. I really like this head. Looks pretty cool. He's got a little viewfinder in one eye. Kind of looks cyborgy. I like the gritted teeth. I like the baseball helmet. This is when he's riding on the motorcycle. Have I tried to take this off? I don't even know. Well, we're gonna attempt it right now. That came off pretty easy. I don't know how easy this head will go on, but hey, it does. Very cool. I like this head a lot. It's a little bit like less elongated than the other one, so that really works. But let's take a look at Donatello in full, starting with that head. It is a little bit elongated. I don't know. It's not as bad as I thought it was before. It looks pretty good. Very simple look for Donatello's face. But it works. And then his bandana looks pretty good. I like how they sculpted the folds on those. The body looks pretty good. I really like it. I've said it before. I like all the dark black lines on these things. They look great. Really nice details. Cartoonish anime details like the cartoon. Love the shell with the black lines. His straps look pretty good. Got a little hole there for his bow staff if you want to put it there. Nice D over here. So looking pretty good. The legs look pretty good as well. I do like his elbow pads. This is a pretty good looking Donatello. And I love how these guys are all sized right. This guy is tallest. The proportions I think are pretty decent compared to the cartoon. So that is very good. Now let's get Donnie's articulation out of the way. Head is on a ball joint, as you saw, but you don't get like a lot of motion. It's mostly just a swivel. There is a midsection joint, but it's hard to... I think I just separated them completely. So that's not great, but there is a joint here where you can move him forward a little bit. I find it a little bit tough on Donnie here. Hinge, swivel at the shoulders, hinge, swivel at the elbow, hinge, swivel at the wrists. The legs, which I think just totally loosened up when I pulled them apart there. You can do a full split. Kicks forward really good, kicks back, and rotates a little bit. So that's a problem that I didn't have before. So I gotta figure out what I did in there. Double jointed knee, a little tight, but it works. Rocker, hinge at the foot. So other than that problem there, he's got decent articulation. Let's go backwards on Batgirl with articulation first. Same thing with the head. On all of these, you don't get a great range of motion except for like swivel side to side. Then you got the ab joint, which works very well on her. Is there a separate waist joint? No, there isn't. Just looks like there is. Hinge, swivel at the shoulders. Hinge, swivel at the elbows. Hinge, swivel at the wrists. Okay. Leg pops out, but you get that much of a split. Kicks forward, kicks back. Kind of limited. Let me see about this leg. No, still limited. Double jointed knee. Hinge, rocker at the foot. So there you go. The midsection joint feels a little bit loose, so I'm getting a little bit of looseness with both of these two here. Interesting. Taking a look at Batgirl, she is really a good-looking figure. Proportions are perfect. Head sculpt looks really good. They did a great job with the paint here. Nice sculpt. Hair looks really good. Then her outfit looks pretty cool. The bat symbol looks great. Shoulder pads go into the, not really shoulder pads, but the tops of the cape looks really good. And the cape is sculpted well. It's just done in plastic, and that's fine. The straps look pretty good. I think the straps came out really good on all of these characters. Very nice, and I like how they placed it on her. So that's very nicely done. All the line work, again, is great. This is a really, really cool Batgirl outfit for sure. Love the little cuffs. I love how it's all like separated by sculpt and not just paint. That's a nice detail there. And great details at the boots as well. So really nice looking Batgirl figure. Both of these figures just look really, really good. I'd say some like looseness is the only problem I'm having right now, and that's fine. For your size comparisons, here's Donatello and Batgirl with some figures you might have in your collection. And my final thoughts, like I've said a couple times before, the only problem I have is a little bit of looseness on the legs on Donatello and the waist on, the midsection joint on Batgirl, but otherwise they're pretty good figures. I do like them. They fit well with the rest of the collection. The collection on its own is amazing, altogether I should say. Really, really great figures. If you didn't get them and you could still find them, I would highly recommend them. They're just super cool. I love the style. I think DC Collectibles knock these guys out of the park. Alright guys, that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below, and please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.